So
Yeah, so Nvidia broadcasts just having absolutely no intention to work whatsoever for whatever reason. Anyway, here we are, guys. Welcome to a different kind of stream today because today we're going to be not racing at all. Most likely. Harold, I hear you. Last week's Windows has messed up all of the audio stuff, and I had the same. I thought it was fixed yesterday. There was no sound, and today there was not a sound either. So I don't know. Like I recalibrated the microphone yesterday for the stream. I haven't changed anything ever since. Anyway, guys, with that, welcome to what is going to be a very, very different kind of stream today because, as I mentioned, we're not going to be racing today. Today we're going to be setting up this beautiful steering wheel. Deciding between white, red, green, maybe blue kind of color presets, or something entirely different. We are thinking about maybe using new LCDs because we do have this beautiful GSI webpage where you can get all sorts of dashes, display dashes. So there is a Hyper P1X that is meant to be going onto the steering wheel. However, I haven't downloaded that stuff in a while, so I don't think it goes to LEDs. Let me see. Maybe just need to put it in downloads and then like fire it up anyway. Ah, you see, I'm not doing this very often, which is why I also decided to do a stream today, right? Let me see. Okay, yeah, so import that into the library. GSI Hyper P1. Right, let's have a look at the dash. So this has obviously been our usual dash that we use. Here we go, Dash Studio. Minimize that for a moment. Then it was called Hyper GSI. Lots of dashes, as you can see. There we go. So put it onto the Hyper P1, see what it's doing. Start a sim to activate. Copy. So that has an interesting and I think very nice looking and shiny overlay, so to say, so that when it's idling, it's not using a dash, what my usual dash is going to do. So we fire up Lamar Ultimate from yesterday, and we see how this goes. In the meanwhile, and I'm just noticing this right now, I have changed stuff on the AC stream just to find out today. Yes, look how much there is still. He's fixing shit. But we're gonna have to, so you see why I never love touching anything? Simply because here we are. Yep, that's good. That's fine. Okay, you see a little bit of the black bezel, but it's fine. It could be worse. Probably still. Whatever. Right. So we get into the car. I really just want to quickly see what it does. Because what's also interesting is that this is apparently a touchscreen. I found out when reading out the description of the product on the case. It's not like, obviously, I do not know at all what I bought myself here, but, you know, a little rehearsal every now and then, probably always going to be good. Right, I got distracted there for a moment. Let's see how this dash is looking when in service. So I've chosen to start the stuff here at Le Mans because on the straights I have most of the time been able to look into the screen. So what I see here is pretty much I don't like the writing style. It's like some Times New Roman thing. But we're gonna check this out. So the first thing that you can obviously see, besides the LEDs flashing, I also decided to make that button flash, which is, as you undoubtedly can see, the pit limiter. So, but I'm really interested to see what is going on here. So there is TC, but nothing on the dashes coming up. I'm thinking about having that red indicator when it's time to shift up. What do you guys think? You hardly can see it, right? But is a nicely programmed thing. I haven't quite understood what the top lane yet is. I guess it's an indicator as in where we're sitting, which is nice because if you think about it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can probably sort of guess where you're sitting. Pedal indication. On the right hand side we have likely the battery. Oops. Don't text and drive, right? That's exactly what's happening. Or is that the fuel? Let me see. Probably no changes to the dash itself. No, that is the fuel on the right hand side. So, average lap time, estimated lap. This is all written very, very small. I may have a look into the dash itself. And see a couple of programmed bits that I might take away from it. Because what I'm missing here basically, and I probably see that right here, that is probably the delta. Anyway, interesting stuff, interesting stuff. So we're coming back at, and I hope I can come back at this really, yes. We're coming back at the dashboards. Which is going to be back to my favorite, for the moment at least. What is a lovely dashboard? Where can I find it? Oh, some font plugins. Let me see. Let me see. Download and install the Oswald font. That is a good call. So we need to download that too. And install Oswald font. Very good call about the font. Thank you very much. Is it enough to just install it on the PC, or do you also need to do something with it in SimHub? Let me quickly bring this back. I probably need to restart the machine or something. Daniel Newman Racing LED profiles are awesome. They have all of the more ultimate cars LED profiles that match perfectly. Yeah, Scotty, I hear you. I hear you why you're saying this is interesting. But this is not really what I'm after, because those LEDs have specific meanings for me personally, which is why I'm getting certainly up on with something custom, right? So the question would be then, what is a talk button? If I put that to the talk button, let's see what else we can configure here. TeamSpeak goes up. Pepper pray that TeamSpeak is picking up this device. What the fuck? Can someone tell me what the hell Windows was thinking when updating some shit on their machine? Like, this microphone is not valid anymore, but the same microphone becomes valid if you just change it. Ridiculous. Ah, I have a push to talk button again. Isn't that amazing? I love it. I have to copy paste it into the SimHub folder for plugins. So where is that SimHub folder? Is that on C? SimHub. Oh, it's just dashes. Oh, where did I install it back then? Probably. D. Program files, SimHub. There we go. Dash fonts. Put it in. Great. That's done. Okay. So with that being in, yeah, Aqualex, this is the same issue that I'm fighting as well. So you guys are saying, wait, lovely dashboard, is it a multifunctional feature-packed SimHub dashboard and ecosystem? What do you mean, Sharon? It's the same Audi device I've taken for ages. Ah, damn it. How much issues you guys have had with the lovely dash setup? Because I'm gonna be quite honest with you, I hate putting stuff not knowing whether it messes with something. Make sure to set up the LED screen touch function to advanced, so you have the option to have multiple areas you can click through, view left and right side. So, yeah. The font is now also installed on the steering wheel, as you maybe can see. I'm not sure whether you see the direct difference, which now looks a lot better. It's still a bit too tiny for me. Right, then... Okay, so I got that lovely thing installed now, so what's next? Oh wait, I probably need to have a look at the dashes. Download the... Double click on the SimHub dash. I can actually have a look which dash, right? I'm gonna just make sure to have this one. This one. Ooh, fancy. That's a nice one for a tablet, isn't it? Even a tower kind of stuff. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna take those. Right. So then we're here, Dash Studio. First I need to put them into Dash templates. No, not templates. So, Dash templates, yeah. Oh, it's just going to click on them, and apparently I must have already had them. Install was successful, great. So right, having a look. Uncategorized. I really have so many dashes there. So that's a lovely dashboard then. Let me quick drive for a moment so that I can see. Where is the FFB? Let's check headlights, wipers. Doesn't do anything on the dash. Ignition is off. Ignition is on. I mean, the good and interesting thing likely is those numbers are so small that you guys can't read it, right? You can click left and right of the center to change through the pages. What is... Oh my god. I just need a touchy on the screen. Oh, that's nice. See, and I think I'm gonna put together a dashboard from a couple of dashboards and just put them into one, you know. Metallic does indeed turn better than the old one. Best last and cap. I need to check that kind of stuff on. On a race with AI. Those sector indicators obviously are nice. And brake bias, yeah. What about TC? Doesn't come up with that one. What about ARB? Doesn't come up with that one either. That would be probably subject to own change anyway, right? But I would love, really, if a dash would fetch the virtual energy. Hey, Jenkins. Get what I mean? Hit limiter turns blue here. It could be that it's not passed. Do we know if the amount of energy is being passed? Because, you know, having 88% as a number there is like not diversified enough for me. Aquilex? No, I do not know, but if you wanna point me to one, I would like to see. I mean, I admit that I could have had all that already on my other dashboard. But you know what I mean, like putting these things together sounds like an interesting idea. It just takes time. And this is something else that I need to redo, is this. So this is a full button box. Can you see the button box? No, you can't see the button box, but this thing is really displaying the button box. So if I turn my hand here on the left, this is where the button box is sitting, right? So front knobs is like ARB front, ARB rear, neutral, hit request, hit confirm in other days, TC main up, TC main down on RF2, ABS up and ABS down. Then ignition, starter, that's free. The brake bias is a turning knob down there. And then we have headlights and wipers, and that is another rotary. So that goes into the button box, which is not too much of interest right now. Well, this one is of interest because I've literally done the same as with the button box. I found a nice CAD printing, and also show this a bit more closely, maybe with a little bit of light so you guys can see. This is a 3D draft or a 3D model of the old GSI steering wheel. I mean, I don't need to really showcase it because you guys know the wheel and stuff, right? So yes, fair enough, right? However, with the sheer number of buttons that you find on these steering wheels, you have kind of got the task to put this into your brain. So what I also did, and you guys most likely being like, what the hell, Mitchie, what are you even doing there? Well, let me find that real quick because it's on the drive. What's it called? Button mapping. Button checklist, apparently. So yes, what I've done, and I think that comes back from the more virtual series, I have drawn up like a full list of buttons that you need to have set. Jesus Christ! Like I saw it on my my. Bear with me. I really want you to show this. Google Drive. Wasn't called button checklist, was it? Shift light profiles. Here we go. But I remember that this was on the old even for the old, how is it called, Acura GP, the Mercedes replica. So I can quickly show you what we've done there, what I've basically done there, because I had static wheels or static LEDs back in the day. But I could give them an idea, right? So I was having a full mapping of what we have, what we've had in the Orica LMP2 back in the day, and that is like from a file from 2020 or 2021, and it indicated like, okay, what do these LEDs mean? So the good thing was, and it's going to be the same thing for the more Ultimate right now, or for this GSI, all these LEDs is going to be 20 instead of 15 here, but all these LEDs on the steering wheel will have a certain meaning for me. And exactly, Altamon, it is easy to set up, and I've already set this up right now, as we can see from where is the SimHub thingy? Dash Studio, no devices. They've changed that a couple of times back. So you can already see that here in the RPM list. These are the segments. Oh. Ah, that is the Formula Pro Elite. Wrong steering wheel. Put the LEDs, LCD. This is the interesting part now, because here we go. I can quickly show you a little bit of what I've set there up. Again, I'm not going to tell you about the meaning, but obviously that is the way you've setting up all the 20 segments here. The last one is a triple count, so simply that I don't have to set them up too badly. Same with the first one, I think, as they are. I can show them real quick by putting this up. It is those 3 LED strips that are supposed to be blue, right? So, yeah. And I have a sweet spot, actually. Just finding the sweet spot. This is a sweet spot. So I can obviously, and You guys probably know that better than me because I really use SimHub once to set up stuff and then leave it. But I could turn this to red. I could turn it white, shiny white. I could turn it pink, black. It's just off. Is it? I wonder if it is or not. Yeah, I think it just is off. Right, I'm gonna put it back blue again. I'm a bit picky with my own stuff here, so blue it is. Right, so those are set. I need to do this now for all sort of cars. You have 28 functions for LEDs reacting to any kind of stuff. Enlighten me a little bit with that. I'm happy to hear thoughts. I'm happy to hear ideas and inputs. Daniel Murat currently sits in 4th. How long is the Michelin challenge going? Is it like 2.4 hours? Anyway, what I need to do today, though, and I'm gonna be quite frankly with that, I'm gonna quit to the main menu straight away. Oh, that is nice. That is a good one. Are we gonna go to the race weekend? And we're gonna pick. Was a good racetrack apparently, where you can see loads of stuff. Not have a too long pit road as well. But not Monza, not Interlagos. Sea bump is even worse. Everything's crap to an extent, so we just pick Spa and the Beamer. No, homie, I don't need an oval wheel. Yeah, the flex stuff indication I have as well. I can show that off. I'm not sure if I have it for blue. Oh, come on. Yeah, so my yellow flag indication is those here. And they still flash over the LEDs. What is concerning me a little bit with this is that as soon as you're having a yellow flag somewhere on the track, it really flashes, whether it is in your area or rather not. Anyway, what we're going to do today, and is, you see, the dash is staying fully illuminated a couple of while in this BMW when you're reaching maximum gear shifts. It's about here, which is a simple issue that the optimal shift point, according to my knowledge, is a bit different here. So what I'm going to do, and I hope my brain is not freezing on the way, is I am going to go to the Formula Pro Elite, check the imports, check the LED segments there. Obviously not. Here we are. So there I need 97-ish. Okay, so I can adjust that now. So first of all, I clone the profile. Call it BMW. And then adjust Hyper P1. Why isn't that doing that one? Me dumb, sorry. So 79. 79. The last one is going to be 79 here as well. Or is it? Let me see. This is all individually setup required now. '88. 89, 88, and then we're gonna make it in pairs of 2, 86, 84, 82, 80. And that's it. Quickly setting this up. Yeah, ultimately, I'm not that much interested. Like, I don't want to get into the race, drive around, and then think about like, which LED is actually the one indicating for the current sector I'm sitting in. So a quick check whether the LEDs are working as intended. Would need to actually shift at a given point, not too early. I think this is looking alright. Obviously, it would need to be at the target to set one master, so to say. One master profile that you keep copying for every time you are adjusting stuff. Man, that car's bouncing with the LEDs. Okay, that is fine. That is good. That is what I would need to have. Thinking about what else, like I could probably add some flash indicator to also see that the light's on, you know. So let's say if we are on the LEDs, head of the profile. Add effect. I'm pretty sure there should be some headlight or something. When a formula is true. Oh boy, there's so much shit that you can set. What do you mean the RPM? Yeah, but you know, I'm always having calculations in relative to the maximum RPM, and I also obviously the car's telemetry are already in running in the background of SimHub, so it's always referring to that. Feed content, scripted mirror LED, static formula effect. Formula is true. Yellow flag. Red line reached. Low fuel. Green, green, green. Is there really no headlights indicator? That's interesting. I mean, probably can build it with game is after the car started. Game is running. Car in pit lane. Formula is true. Blank LEDs pattern. Create a repetitive pattern with cleared LEDs. Behind the yellow flag. Go to formula true. When a formula is true, yeah. Now I'm interested, Altaman. This is like where I have absolutely no idea. Properties. Insert property. Ah. So is it Ha! No way. So bear with me. So I'm gonna put headlights. Yeah. We're not done. I can imagine. Probably I need to say this and then like equals 1, right? Yeah, I have the value. So whenever the headlights are on, it's saying 1. Oh yeah, 1 is true and 0 is false by default, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted on the way. How shiny are the LEDs for you guys? Start position 6. Add effects. Now I need to edit effect and there. Add an effect, right? Or custom animation. Eh? Content stacking, force activation. Oh, maybe I quickly gonna show it to you like that. It's under effects. Add effects. Custom formula status LED. At the very bottom now. Animation or static. Ah. What is the blue from the headlight? No, I don't want to get on the phone now. Would appreciate if, because I'm getting distracted on my way anyway, so I would just quickly want to get this one up so that I kind of understand what's going down. So not animation apparently. So then it's add effect. No, I don't want to get in Discord either right now. I appreciate the help though, and maybe I'll just skip this for the moment anyway. Static effect. Yeah, we're getting there. That is the blue that I was probably looking for, a bit more colorful. Maybe like this. Alright. Let me see what this does. Beautiful. So, and I need to exchange this for something else, because when I go, and I need to keep that in mind. Thank you, Altamon, appreciate it. So, buttons lighting, edit profile. I probably need to call this the profiles manager. Edit profile. Gonna call it LMU profile, because this is supposed to work on LMU. However, what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into RF2. Yeah, I get the basic idea now. And this is a lovely thing, isn't it? Would also like to integrate this part into a dash of mine. You know, my plan in the end, and I'm probably saying this right now, but it will take me another 5 years, is to build one dashboard which includes the best bits and pieces of each dashboard available. That's just up for grabs, you know. If I'm interested into a relative, I just bonk a couple of times. If I'm interested into my fuel numbers and like how much of a stretch I need to do, I keep, you know, touching the steering wheel again. It's much appreciated, Alton. So the next one is probably likely to be, generally speaking, a bit more easy. I'll be suspicious that there's stuff coming up that I'm not allowed to show. Ayers, oh no, this is my only downside of that steering wheel. This looks like a Red Bull steering wheel, and I would love to look at like a Mercedes steering wheel, but it's fine. I have decided functionality over design. What has a DRS zone? Monza. Ah. What? Do I not have any Monza? This can't be right, can it? Eki, the sim lap, yeah, it would have been an option, but it would have been much, much more expensive, and I'm also not sure what kind of connecting plates I would have needed in order to make it go in my SC1. Additionally, looking for performance, the dual clutch setup with 2 clutch pedals where you have the not slip point, the bite point set at a certain point anyway, is from a performance point of view much better. So this is why I didn't want to have that. It's simply, you know, I don't want to even call it an inconvenience thing. It's more like thinking about what is easier to hit. Obviously, the real F1 Mercedes wheel has that long, like, clutch pedal, but it's only one clutch pedal, so you always need to put it onto the same bite point in order to get off, right? So that is just massively easier with Another missed call. It's just much easier when you have a two-pedal setup, right? So, which is what we have in here. Obviously, I forgot things. Calibrate controls. Here we go. Right. So, shift up, shift down, clutch, neutral. I had a neutral button somewhere on the old steering wheel. I can't actually believe that, can I? But I have to. If I don't have, I'm gonna slip into these gears. Anyway, a rear flap. I'm gonna put this here. Then increment mixture, decrement mixture, increment boost, decrement boost, brake map. I think still that one, right? No, it's not. Push to pass. Which could be a push to pass button, actually, the battery. Yes, the rear flap needs to go. I'll need to make different profiles anyway. The brake map. Engine boost. Engine and boost. I'm gonna put the brake map up and the brake map down. That's going to be interesting. Right, then front ARB, that's already set. Brake bias is set. Headlights is set. Headlights pulls. I'm gonna put that here. Can't, because I need that for the where's the rear flap? There we go, rear flap. Gonna put the pulls onto the endurance one though. So what else do we have here? Cameras and seat look behind. Just that's the equivalent. Don't need a seat, don't need that, don't need this. Also don't need all of that. Display mode. Apparently, this is smart. Display mode, yes, and then I can have a general universal setup, which is amazing. Because I can put the rear flap on the top left of the downshift stuff. And then I can put the headlight pulls here. Headlight pulls there. Great. Amazing. Push to pass. It's on this one. Great. There's a little SimHop overlay for the GSI clutch calibration. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the clutch manually though, because it is having a great opportunity there. Okay. I don't have this. Where is pit menu agreement? There we go. Pit menu up, down, agreement, decrement. Display mode is set. Toggle overlays. Right, let's see whether we have everything. Ah, the clutch obviously not right. I don't know. I've set the clutch. Amazing. Good job. So, this is the first thing. I'm not sure I want to keep it, but whatever. I think we're on the default. Yes. Are we on the LMU one? Hit limit I forgot apparently. Assign the controls. Where are the bit limiter? When you're used to Le Mans Ultimate, this is really interesting. Speed limit, that's called. Okay. Right, then we're copying that one. Gonna put it to be working on the current game. And we are putting it on the Formula Pro as well, because I can then also set it different on the BMW and VEC and have a couple of DRS things not happening on the steering wheel if there is some. So that's great. RF2 Formula Cars DRS. Put this here. Okay, so that should not be flashing all over the place. Amazing. That is interesting though. Headlights NA. And yet and yet the game would say headlights are going on. That's interesting. Oscar, what has happened there? When you call him a cheat? So, additionally, what I want to do is edit the profile. Yes, that's fine. Get into the profile manager. Where are we sitting? Let's load. Perfect. Then we go into this. Speed limiter on, add effect, DRS. Where is DRS? DRS available. DRS on. Right. And I'm gonna put it over those three. So that I'm always seeing when stuff is available. Okay, so DRS available. Starting position 6. LED count 3. And because just like in F1, DRS has been indicated in green. Maybe some brighter green. Awesome. Then it's blinking. And it's blinking with 125. So it's like really flashing all over the place. That's great. And then we put DRS on, which is going to be starting position 6. LED count 3 as well. And this is not blinking when on. Right. Ah, that's also 3 white digits. So there was something built into that already. Which is interesting, it's good. This is off. Let me see. And then the thing stops blinking. Ah, yeah, wrong steering rack, but it's fine. Apparently the LED profile is working a treat already. Ah, it's not working a treat. It's just probably utterly close to what I would need for the car anyway. Let's see what happens with the DRS. Awesome. I really like that. That's good stuff. Just need to think about it. Okay. Then, now comes the more interesting parts. Oh no. The clutch off. Almost. This is still too good. So, yeah. GSI, here we come now with the SimOS, setting up the bite point for the clutch. Hey, I'm on EF. So, who was cheating? Black Toyota was driving crazy fast like on rails and was ramming everybody. Cars were basically flying from him when he touched them. He DNF'd the whole lobby. I am completely honest with you guys. Right now, I don't even believe this is possible. So, this is beautiful. So, if I remember correctly, 56.4 apply. Oh! Ah, amazing. Only one thing to check now. There should be a Formula Pro Monza setup somewhere. V12. Load and assign, if not assigned yet. So that has the correct first gear. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. You guys actually can see what I'm doing on the telemetry, right? Awesome. So the steering wheel is absolutely ready for any Formula 1 race we're doing. Oh, I'm missing this Formula Pro car though. Okay, so one final thing to check in on the Formula Pro car. We obviously have LEDs set up. Checking for the segments. Thankfully, exactly the right count. So that's perfect. So what I need to do for this is I need to edit the profile. Be like clone the profile. Set it to the current game. To the current car. Call it perfect to Formula Pro. Awesome. So this is set up. Beautiful. Oscar, do me a favor. Send me your replay file. I want to check this. Ah, guys, wouldn't you love a Formula Pro race again at some point? I certainly would. And this is the push to pass. Should probably put some flashing on for that as well. Thanks to Ultimate, I obviously now know how it works. Yes, Mark, I remember that. Is that what's currently going on Le Mans Ultimate? Getting ready for the DRS activation. Beautiful. I'm gonna just quickly drive a lap just because I enjoy running this car again. And you know what was even more great about this car? With the setup that we built back in the day, it just feels amazingly good. Oscar at Simracing at Michi-hire.com. Yeah, and then when he kills other people, he obviously doesn't get any hits, while everyone else is getting a huge hit. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. Don't you agree? Formula Pro races back in the day were just amazingly good. I like that. I like that that pop-up. I have one question though. What happens? Like here where the top delta is sitting. Ah, ignition. It showed me purple. Does that delta actually calculate whether I'm purple or not? RF Factor 2 is obviously the base for Le Mans Ultimate, so it's not that far. It's not that far away physically. Okay, so what we're quickly going to do then is we're doing a quick checkup. Where is the server? Is that service? No, that's online service. There you go. White Rabbit, hello there. How are you doing, buddy? It's fine, Altamon. Altamon, I probably will come towards you with the dash things, right? Like, yeah, for sure. Okay, so what I need to do then, and obviously that BMW had a different one. Let me see. Edit profile. 95. Yep. Hyper P1. Edit profile. Clone profile. Put it to this car. BMW 4 GT3. Great. BMW GT3. Awesome. Okay. But that is the LED editor, which is fine as well. It's just I need that one here as well. Clone profile. Remove this. BMW 4 GT3 plus the current car. Select the current game. Call it RF2. BMW. Sometimes setting up that stuff is a bit of a hard one. And with that, I also stop doing the stream relatively soon. Right, I need RPMs to edit in segments 55, 95, 95, yes, 94, all of them plus 1. Bear with me for a moment, guys. Okay. Clutch. Starter. Here we go. Headlights on. DRS shouldn't be available here. I don't have any too specific thoughts with Lewis moving to Ferrari. I think he had a dream and he's now just fulfilling it for him, you know. This track map is obviously working a trait. And this relative likely as well. What I really love is that fastest in class is being shown rather than the fastest overall, and if I'm not mistaken, no, it shows me everyone here as on the relative, which is still nice though. Whoops, touchy. Man, the standard setup is driving horrendously. my only concern is looking down on the steering wheel. For whatever reason, when looking up, I have more peripheral view. Like when I'm looking up on my secondary monitor, I see more of that track than when I'm looking onto that steering wheel somehow. But I probably see more of like what's happening very much at the front. Also might be that there is just a different distance, as the distance to the screen like this is almost identical to that up here, whereas here this is like another 30 centimeter closer to myself, I'd assume. Yeah, might be the case as well, yeah. I hardly can see the flashing, to be honest, like when I flash that steering wheel. Probably can't go into, but I would need to have a look at the data, to be honest. Okay. It's looking good. I like that stuff. Well, I gotta be honest with you, for the moment, on the dashboard, I'm just coming back with my usual dash as well. I need to kind of crisscross the lovely dashboard with the GSI one. The old one. And then I just realized that I have literally no information whatsoever on this one. Apart from some delta, some estimated lap times. I need to go building pretty heavily. Yes, yeah, no, outlap so long. I'm heavily thinking, what am I gonna do with those RGBs, to be honest, because this is the last thing I'm going to do most likely, and I would like to thank for all the new follows and subscriptions so far that we've had on the stream tonight. I know this is a bit of a different stream than usually, but I really appreciate it. LX, thank you for the follow, and IG60 also thank you for the follow and for the sub on the YouTube channel. But I know from a streaming POV, a lit up dashboard probably looks good. And the thing is, going into the buttons itself, where is it actually? There it is. Do we take it white? Do we take it red? Yeah, and it would go with green anyway. Or do we take it blue? Or do we have them just off? I could also like put my own numbers in, right? Like have a blue M or whatever. Like, you know, I'm not I'm not sure. Or just off. Off you hardly see it. Or just really like light illuminated. But then if I'm pressing a button or so, it just, I don't know. It's not like on the stream you don't see a difference between 50 or higher LED brightness. Yeah, what do you guys think? Just playing around here. Slip angle calculation. You really think I should put this? What if I actually start putting it on the wheel, make some good use of it, and like go quicker? Might be a good thing for saving a tire though. But then I would like probably need to illuminate those 4. I think I'm coming for that question, Yene. Let's see. Lots of fancy stuff to do here. That's for sure. I mean, you know, the good thing would be like in the night I have the buttons on so that I can actually press them. Because if I turn them off, it's like, yeah, I need to quite know where I put, and I need to actively look. So I think actually using the buttons is the way to go here. And then I really think I should use the white ones. Blue, no, black, stupid. I would just love to have like a white one. Maybe you know what? Where are we in that blue area? Likely like this. Whatever. Looks probably purple on the screen, yeah. I don't know what's up with this camera, that colors are always fucked. Like looking at, like this is a plain white, but on the stream it looks like purplish. So I wonder what I need to put in. Purple actually might look red, right? I will put a space on the stream now. Apply to all buttons. So that is green, or like some purple blue. So I will probably need a white with a yellow. Like this is probably as white as it can get, right? Will we agree? Is that white? I guess this is proper white. So we just take it, and I think yeah, no, it's an issue with that camera. It's the only, like, I've already moved like the color scheme off. Still a hint of purple. What? I'll show you what the steering wheel looks like though in terms of RGB. Look at this yellow. Like, no joke. This is what we're looking like. It is pretty close to white, but it's still not. Maybe I need to put it towards red. But it actually looks white. Now this is even worse. Let me go here and go through. Is this looking the most white? Well, this looks awful. I mean, look how awful the color is just looking. I'm afraid, guys, you need to live with a little bit of purpleness. This is as white as I can get it, with me looking at it and saying, yes, this is white. Anyway, guys, I think with that, we're going to call it a day. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining. In the meanwhile, the camera also disintegrated from its usual spot. Why did no one notice? My setup, though. Honestly. Yanni, why do you have nighttime monitor? This doesn't make any sense. Why would you? Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying a different session that we would usually have. And with that, guys, we're going to call it a day. Really appreciate everyone's time. I know it is a bit of a different one, so I still need to work on these things here. Getting a good 3D model of the GSI, putting the numbers. We already have the button box ready, of course. And then I think it's a lot about dialing in, customizing, stuff like that. Long time to do. Long time to do, long time to go, long time to fiddle out everything. Anyway, guys, have a great weekend, everyone. We are going to have a video tomorrow, no stream. And then on Sunday, we are sitting in the special event on Le Mans Ultimate. And I think, guys, are going to look forward to a hypercar race. Where do we actually race? Is it Spa? We are checking. We are checking Le Mans Ultimate. Special events, low assists allowed, open setup, 38 cars, hypercars, GT3s, 100-minute races. My brain says 50 minutes divided by 2 is 25 laps, 100, 25, 4%. Yeah, no, what was the flat out stint push? in Spa? 22 laps? Or did we actually get it below 4? Already thinking ahead here. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your weekend and see you. Bye-bye.